Hello, good evening, and welcome to Scotch and Smoke Rings episode 505. I am your friendly neighborhood Oxhorn here, as always, with suspenders set to maximum stun. Got a great show for you today. Today is our first day away from the Wolfenstein franchise in quite some time. We played all three of the most recent Wolfenstein games, the Young Blood, the New Order, what was it? And the Colossus. Did I get the Old Blood? I forget what. There's something blood. The new one is the Young Blood, I think, or the Twin Blood. Something about twins and youngs. I don't know. Anyway, but the old Wolfensteins were great. We had a great time with them. I enjoyed them way more than I thought I would. And the reason for that is because I remembered Wolfenstein from back in the day. And I thought, it was just a mindless shooter game. And so I didn't have high expectations for Wolfenstein. Then I get into it, and the story was actually pretty doggone compelling. It was way more compelling than I thought it was going to be. So after completing Wolfenstein, everyone in the chat was saying, well, you should try Doom. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing the 2016 Doom. It's like the Doom rebooted by Bethesda and ID Software or whatever, ID something. And I've played about 30 minutes of it. I live streamed about 30 minutes of it on Twitch a few weeks ago, and I enjoyed it. I don't know if it's going to have any story. I hope it has story. I hope it has a little bit of story, but it should have similar game mechanics to Wolfenstein, and we'll have a good time. So, good to have everybody on the program today. Today, we are smoking the La Aurora Corojo. It's an E. Leon Corojo today. Thank you for the tip, Danny Dots. And then for our beverage of choice, I believe this, shoot, I threw away the bottle, so I don't know what this is. It's Glenlivet, I think. There we go. Just enough to get us through the show. Jacob Tarango says, just wanted to say I love all your videos. Thank you, Jacob, very much. So lots of cool new content changes here on the program. I hope you really enjoyed the return of Obra Dinn. So the return of Obra Dinn is my attempt to replace L.A. Noire, and I know it's a very different game. It's a very, very different game. But I hope that you can see many of the connections between it. They're both kind of detective games in their own way. So in L.A. Noire, we've got Detective Cole Phelps solving mysteries, and in this one, we have the inspector. He or she is the inspector for the East India Company. And, she's basically doing an audit of the ship to find out exactly what happened. And it's one of the cool things about the game is you really can't pick your character. When you start a new game, the game automatically generates a gender for your character. So the first time I played it, the voice of the inspector or the inspector was a male. When I started doing it again for this series, it was a female. And I thought that was a really interesting touch. I know that it's not everybody's thing. I get that. I've been seeing everyone's comments, and yes, it looks like an older game. No, there's not a lot of color. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but that's part of the charm. Part of the charm that I really enjoy. The Dark Seraph says, just remember, you're not trapped in a facility filled with demons. They're all trapped in there with you. So have fun. Jim Kentucky Fire and Cuban Honey Cigars are really good. So here's to you. Thank you, the Dark Seraph, and I will remember, they're trapped in there with me. Time to go kill some demons. We killed a bunch of Nazis, and now we get to kill some demons. I'm pretty excited. Will you ever do a setup video, says Fox Gaming. I don't know, because my setup changes just all the time. I did a setup video years ago, like 2016, and I get a lot of comments from people asking me to do an updated build video, but my build changes constantly, and I'm constantly putting in new pieces, taking out pieces, so my videos would get outdated very quickly. Instead, what I've done is I've kept up to date a PC part picker part list in the description of all of my videos and of this live stream. So if you're ever interested, you can find an up-to-date list of the gear I'm using for both my streaming rig, from which I'm casting right now, and my gaming rig from which I'll play the actual game today, so you can see the parts that I'm using. Anyway, the Harley Camisol's Obra Dinn freaked me out at first, but by the end I was really sold on it. P-Town says, I'm still waiting for Jamaica Plain and Ballistic Weave videos to be added to the Fallout 4 playlist. You shame me, my friend. I know, I need to do it. I even wrote myself a note, and I kept on saying to myself, okay, you've got some downtime now. Go put the videos in the playlist. But then watching Star Trek The Next Generation is so tempting during my downtime, and there's always sleep. I mean, it's not like it's a lot of work, but I do have to track down the video. I'll figure it out. I'll do it. I got to find the videos and put them in the playlist. Just patience. Patience. Josh says, Ox, you're going to be killing Nazis again in Doom. I will? Dude, no spoilers, man. I thought it was a demon channel, or a demon game where you just kill demons. Fortnite says, are you a kid-friendly channel? No. No, I have never been a kid-friendly channel. I play mature-rated games on this channel and have always played mature-rated games on this channel. From Fallout 4 to Doom to Wolfenstein. I streamed Outlast, for crying out loud. No, this is not a kid-friendly channel. Kids, it's bedtime. My kids are in bed. Put your kids to bed. Anyway, the Return of the Obra Dinn. It's a non-standard game. I know it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but I fell in love with it when I played it for the first time. It's an indie game. I thought the detective aspect of piecing together the story of what happened on the Obra Dinn was it's exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. They're really tricky. I probably should have picked a game that was less tricky than L.A. Noire. Doggone it, I dropped my lens cap. That's what I get for playing with it. I'll find it after the program. L.A. Noire itself took a lot of effort, but then I go and play the Obra Dinn, which is going to take even more effort than L.A. Noire. So, yeah, I'm going to try and find a way to get these episodes out in a timely manner, but they're going to take a lot of time because each one is... The first episode was the easiest, and it was over 30 minutes long. So each episode after that is going to be, longer. Prower says, did you hear the Tesla is putting pay to win in Fallout 76? The Tesla? Is that now a shorthand for Bethesda? I did. And, well, okay. I'm really conflicted on it because it sounds really bad. So for those who are not in the loop, Bethesda announced recently their roadmap for Fallout 76 in the coming weeks. And they've got a lot of great new content. Sounds good. Some sort of dungeon that we can explore. Great. One of the things they said is that there are going to be new repair packs that you can buy from the Atom Shop. Repair packs have utility, and this is a big deal because they promised, before they even made the announcement of the Atom Shop, that everything they sold was going to be visual only. It was going to be cosmetic only. But these packs have utility. They repair instantly any piece of gear in your inventory to full. Now, there are two types of packs. There's an advanced repair pack that they announced, which will drop in the world, but it's an extremely rare drop. You can find them on Scorch Beast Queens, for example, and it will do even better than the standard repair packs. It will repair your gear to 150% instead of 100%. But the regular repair packs are only available on the Atom Shop, which means you have to buy with microtransactions a utility item, which means people who are paying money are going to have an upper hand than people who aren't. It's a problem because they promised us that it would only be cosmetic. So, I think that's a bad decision. I really do. I think they should reverse that. I think that we should find... So this is the scenario with which I would be okay. If they included repair packs in the world that you could buy from vendors or that you could create yourself, and they allowed you to buy more from the Atom Shop, all right. I would be okay with that. Okay, sure. It might take a bit of grinding to make my own repair pack in the game, but if I want a stack of 20, I can always buy them from the Atom Shop. All right, that would be okay. However, to have an advanced repair pack that is such a rare item that it drops off of Scorchbeast Queens and other bosses, I think that limits their injection into the world economy so much that really the only viable way to get a repair pack is to buy it from the item shop. And since it's a utility item, I think that breaks their promise to us. I mean, there's just no getting around it. I don't think that's a wise decision, and I think it needs to go. They either need to include repair packs in the game that we can buy from vendors or craft ourselves at any time, or they need to remove them from the item shop. So, I did hear the news, and I was disappointed to hear it. Wolf Toro with the tip. Thank you very much, Wolf Toro. Wonder Waffle says, just keep moving. That's the most advice I could give you for now. See, that's the problem. When I played Doom, so I made that mistake. As a Fallout player, I kind of wanted to inspect each corner, but I was rewarded for doing so because there are a lot of achievements and secrets that you can get for exploring each level. And so I'm kind of hesitant. Do I stop and smell the roses and die? Or do I explore every nook and cranny? I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to die a lot. I'm just telling you that right now. For those of you who are going to stay for the Doom session, you're going to get frustrated. I'm just not the best gamer. Okay, I'm happy to say that. I'm going to die a lot. So you'll be screaming at the monitor, Oxhorn, go left, or whatever. Heal yourself, or fine. But hey, that's just part of the show, right? Just prepare yourselves. That's the reality. Roman says, hey, Oxhorn, speaking of waiting, I'm still waiting for my balls are rolling shirt. Yeah. I don't know how well that would sell on my shirt shop. I think I'd get a lot of questions. I understand the reference, but there are people watching right now who probably missed that live stream and don't understand the reference. Totally. KC Kui says, this is for the help on Fallout 4. Thank you very much, Totally. Taz says, Ox, did you see that Wolfenstein Youngblood has a release date of July 25th? I didn't. I didn't look up the release date. I knew it was later this year, but I didn't know when. But I'm extremely excited about that. Josh says, my original comment wasn't a spoiler. It was about all the Nazis you killed trying to kill you again. Oh, I see. Are you suggesting that the demons in Doom are the souls of the Nazis we killed in Wolfenstein who went to hell and are now attacking us again? Okay. All right, I like it. We can add that to our list of headcanon. Phantom Pride says, hey, Oxhorn, is Fallout 76 worth playing now? I got it on the first day, and like a lot of people, I was disappointed. But I thought if I waited, Bethesda might improve it. Yeah, it's... well, okay, so they have improved it. Whether or not it's worth playing is completely subjective. It was worth playing to me, even from the very beginning, because I liked the story. It's not a perfect story. There have been better Fallout stories, but I still was interested in this story, and there's still much of the story that was really good. So for me, it was worth it to play it and share it with you at the time, at the beginning, because I was interested in the story. You'll notice that I don't do a lot of live streams of Fallout 76 anymore. That's because I've consumed most of the story. And for me, the gameplay hasn't been compelling enough to keep me stuck around for every single broadcast, which is why I'm exploring other games right now during Scotch and Smoke Rings and during my weekly live streams. However, there's a lot of new content coming for Fallout 76, and every time there's new content and more to the story, I will, of course, pause my schedule so that we can explore what's new to Fallout 76. So it just depends on your kind of gameplay. Are you really into the story? Then it's going to be fine for you. Do you like camp building, like that was in Fallout 4? It is a similar system. You might enjoy that as well. You don't have to be teamed with anyone to play it. You can still play it by yourself. They've fixed a lot of bugs. They've added more quality of life things for PC gamers. So, it's one of those things where you just got to log in and see for yourself whether or not you're going to enjoy it. Lady AHG says, what happened to Prey? Are we taking a break or did I miss the ending? No, I play Prey on Mondays and Fridays during my live streams on those days. But on Scotch and Smoke Rings, I play a completely different game. The Dark Seraph says, did you know that sign language is the least spoken language in the world? I would imagine. But I mean, there's always Morse code. If that's a language, I don't know. Doom, says Brett, is all about rhythm. Just find weapon combos and always do your melee executions when you can because you get extra drops from the dead demons. Will do. Thank you for the advice. Roman says, Zox, you have to give Bloodlines 2 a try when it comes out. We all do. Haven't heard of that. I'll have to check it out. Totally Casey Cooey says, and other games, and I think that's an addition to what he said earlier, but I don't recall exactly what his comment was. Cornelian says, Doom is absolutely great for the lore. Mind you, it's mostly retelling the lore and shooting everything else, but lore is great. Cool. Played Dishonored after this, says, after Prey, says Spork. I will. I've got Dishonored all queued up, and unless something happens, like The Outer Worlds is released, or Cyberpunk 2077 is released, we'll probably move on to Dishonored after Prey. I had a lot of fun when I tried it. Cheers. Alicia says, are you going to play Cyberpunk? I would totally watch that. I want to. It looks like such a great game. The big issue is the nudity because it's, by the same developers that did the Witcher series, and it's filled with lots of nudity. I think some of it is sexualized. Most of it is not sexualized. But still, YouTube is really iffy on that. And so I don't know if I could stream it here. I guess the big question is, will I choose to stream it on Twitch instead of YouTube because of that restriction? That's what I'm really struggling with. Because most of my audience is here on YouTube, so if I start doing this new live stream on Twitch, I mean, most of you guys will miss out. I can go onto Twitter and I can announce it as often as I can, but many of you don't follow me on Twitter, so, I mean, there's a lot, most of my audience would miss it if I just stream exclusively from Twitch. So I just kind of have to decide. It is a game I want to cover, but it's not really environmentally friendly for YouTube, for the YouTube environment, so... There's that issue to overcome. Jason says, Ox, while you're playing Doom, I'm replaying Dead Space. The console peasant strikes again. The console peasant, I think he means, strikes again. Well, that's one thing that you are able to do that I can't, and that's to play Dead Space, because I can't get it to work on my machine. I want to get Dead Space running. That was originally the game that I was going to be playing instead of Prey. But when I tried to install it, I couldn't get it to work on my machine. Roman says the original Bloodlines were Fallout 3 grade monsters of an RPG. The new one has Chris Avalon. Pretty cool. I'll have to check it out. Rootman says, Zox, what do you think about Article 13 and the fact that you're going to lose all of your European Union viewers? I had somebody ask me this on Twitter, and, I mean, it breaks my heart. That's the response I gave them on Twitter as well, because, I mean, there are so many people from the European Union who enjoy my videos and tune into all of my live streams, and to have that audience gone and for them to not be able to join my content would be devastating. Now, there's still a lot in the air. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. The article that many people have been referring to is a speech, not really a speech, but a response from someone at Twitch. I think he was the CEO of Twitch, who asked to respond to Article 13 passage in the European Union, and he said that it was horrible legislation and they didn't know exactly how they can relate to it. Like, I think he said it was 400 pages of poorly written legislation that they now have to make business decisions on. And how are they supposed to interpret all of that? Some of it is contradictory. Some of it can be interpreted in a number of ways. What if they invest millions of dollars into trying to adjust their streaming platform to accommodate Article 13, only to be sued by the European Union or a company in the EU for not adhering to their regulations accurately or correctly? And that's why he said it may just be easier for them to not allow people from the EU to see their content on Twitch. It would save them a ton of heartache, a ton of headache, a ton of time, a ton of money. Because that legislation, it's hard to enforce. It's one of those pieces of legislations where an external government is placing all of the policing on a company where their job is to produce to produce content and to produce a platform, not to become the copyright police. Now they have to, according to this legislation, and that fundamentally changes their business. And it's something that it's really hard for them to do. So they may just not allow people from the EU to watch content on Twitch. If that were to happen to YouTube as well, that would be horrible for me, and it would be horrible for the viewers who come to my channel. So it's just all around a bad thing, just horribly realized legislation. I know that it comes from, they want to protect the owners of copyright, and I can empathize and respect that, empathize with and respect that. But the solution that they chose, this Article 13, has so many wider implications that go far beyond their original purpose, which was to protect copyright holders, that it's impractical for it to work on the internet, basically. So, yeah. Dark times ahead. I wish I didn't have to say that, but dark times ahead. Big Baby Zubas with a tip. Thank you very much. Josh says, put a disclaimer in the title, Oxhorn, and put age restriction on if you do Cyberpunk. I won't be able to make money. Like, that's the problem. I could publish the video and say that it's for mature audiences, but YouTube doesn't allow you to put ads on videos that have been labeled for mature audiences. So I would be doing all of this work for free because I can't make money off of it. So it's a complicated issue, and a lot of it is YouTube's fault. If I understand wanting an age restriction on videos so that kids don't get into the wrong content, and I think that's extremely important. I have children who are on YouTube every single day, and I make sure that they watch YouTube Kids so that they don't see some inappropriate content. I want to make sure that they are spared that. So I get the idea of an age restriction, and I can also empathize with advertisers who don't want their ads to appear on objectionable content. I understand that as well, but to completely remove the ability for content creators who produce mature, non-sexual, adult-themed content really restricts the kind of content that appears on YouTube. I mean, there are so many artists and movie makers and machinima creators and musicians who would be able to produce music videos and create content for more adult, mature audiences that might have a little bit of nudity or something like that. And they can't do that on YouTube. They can't make a living doing that on YouTube because of this really, puritanical restriction on YouTube's from YouTube. So it's tricky for a YouTube content creator to stream a mature game on YouTube, which is why I may have to do it from Twitch. So, we'll see. Rusky says you could do the first hour of chatting on YouTube and then switch over to Twitch for 2077. That would announce to everyone that you're doing it on Twitch. Brilliant! Why didn't I think of that? Oh, that's actually a really good idea. No, that might be the solution. I could do Scotch and... Well, okay, so that would work for Scotch and smoke rings, but it wouldn't work for my... Well, I mean, then I'd have to, hop on and do a 30-second video saying, hey, everybody, I'm about to go live on Twitch. It's also kind of weird to go onto YouTube and say, hey, everybody, I'm doing something on Twitch. I've seen YouTube get mad at content creators who do that, who use the post a comment section in the community of YouTube to say, hey, everybody, I'm on Twitch right now. Please move over there. I've seen them punish YouTubers for doing that. It's just, it's a really complicated situation to be in. Or I could just not cover the game. There are going to be other games that I can cover too, so I don't know. Phantom Pride says, yeah, the Article 13 bull made me pro-Brexit. Oh, it's got to be bad if it makes you pro-Brexit. Jackson says, just be a parent and parent. Is that criticism towards me or criticism for people who are really concerned about what their children are watching on YouTube? I mean, it's legitimate criticism. Parents should be active with their children and, be there with them when they're consuming content on the internet. That's a fair criticism. Green Mobster says, Ox, have you found Carhenge in 76 yet? I have, and I streamed it. I forget which live stream it was, but I did stream it. Bo Roberts says, hey, Ox, you might have mentioned it already, but why do you choose not to use atoms in Fallout 76? Because part of the reason I began to stream Fallout 76 to begin with was to demonstrate to people who were curious exactly what kind of gameplay content they could expect without having to pay a single dime on microtransactions. This would defeat the fallacious argument that the game is all about microtransactions and it's unfinished. All of the main game content has been placed in the Atom Shop, so you have to use microtransactions to play the game. I wanted to demonstrate that that was not true. That you could play an entire full gameplay experience without spending a single dime on the Atom Shop, as I've done. So I haven't spent any money on the Atom Shop. I haven't even cashed in the Atom that I earned during gameplay at all at the Atom Shop. The only things I've bought from the Atom Shop are items that have been free at the time during a promotion. So that's one of the things that I wanted to demonstrate with Fallout 76. Naturally, with the announcement of these repair packs, I'm suddenly kind of upset because those are really handy. To get them, I'd have to spend Atom. Makes it really hard for me to be able to say that you have a complete, full, vanilla experience without having to spend a dime on the Atom Shop. Hard for me to say that now, and that's a bit of a bummer. So. Big Baby Zuba says, Oxhorn, please play StarCraft 2, the single-player campaign for the story lore. I probably won't, but I tell you what, I have such a fond place in my heart for StarCraft 2. I remember going through the single-player campaign and just being enthralled by the world. And by that, I mean the Terran. I never played the Protoss and the Zerg games that came out. I was honestly bummed by that. Like, in StarCraft, you buy the game and you have all of these different campaigns, the Terran, the Zerg, and the Protoss. But then StarCraft 2 comes out, and for each race, you've got to buy a new game. That didn't strike me as right, and so I didn't buy those. I played the Terran campaign, but it was such a great campaign, and Jim Raynor's story and Kerrigan's story was so good that it's got a fond spot in my heart. I don't think I'll cover it. There are other games that I'm curious about and I'd like to learn more about myself, and one of the ways that I learn more about games is by sharing those games with my channel, so I'll probably focus on those. But I do have fond memories of StarCraft 2. Vallingham says, hey, Oxhorn, good day to you. Thanks for the content you do. I'm playing Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Thank you. Have fun with the Doom, my good man. Well, thank you for coming to the program, Vallingham. Grizz says, remember, Ox, in Doom, after you make it outside, every level has 2 collectible toys and 1 hidden retro Doom room. They start on the first outside level. A retro Doom room? I found the collectibles when I did my 30-minute stream a few days ago, but I didn't know that there were rooms that you could explore. I'll have to check that out. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to get your help. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Far Cry. Yes, I have heard really good things about Far Cry. Perhaps I'll have to visit them in the future. What is Carhenge? Carhenge is very similar to the Carhenge we found in Fallout 4. It's a Stonehenge-esque formation of cars buried nose end into the earth. A piece of performance art by behemoths, super mutant behemoths. Perhaps it's not performance art, it's just art. Okay. P-Chat says, have you played Metal Gear? I have not played Metal Gear. Well, okay. I watched my brother play like the original Metal Gear back in the day when we were kids. He was the gamer, and I just watched. But the new Metal Gears that have come out recently, I haven't played any of them. What's your favorite cigar, says Alicia Dahlman. I don't really have a favorite. I'm smoking La Auroras right now just because they're affordable and they're hand-rolled and they're easily accessible. Scott says, Doom, I think this is cause for a super chat. Thank you, Scott. Well, I'm going to be begging your patience when we get into the actual game. It's going to be tricky. But thank you. Thank you for the tips, and thanks for coming. I hope everybody enjoys the Doom when we get to it. That one dude you know says, Ox, you'll love the double barrel. Oh, great. Is there a double barrel in this game, too? It seems like no matter what happens, I end up using a double barrel shotgun in whatever game I'm playing. Whether it's Fallout 76 or Prey and now Doom. I'm going to be getting a shotgun for Doom. That's probably what I'll use. I'll probably use the shotgun in Doom. Nathan Morgan says, do you use any beard oils? I'd like to send you some made by a man local to me. When are you going to be getting a P.O. box? Probably won't be getting a P.O. box anytime soon, but thank you for the offer, Nathan. I do appreciate it. I used to use beard oil a lot back when I reviewed beard care products for a website that I owned at the time. But I haven't used beard oil in a long time, so it's been a while. Roman says, be wary of The Witcher 3. It's an absolute masterpiece, hands down, but it's over 100 hours long. It could run your channel into the ground. I probably won't be streaming or doing content on the Witcher series because it's fantasy, and I'm not really into fantasy these days. Anthony Perez with a tip and another tip. Thank you very much. Very kind. Deuteronomus says, have you Googled the achievements in Doom so that you know what you should or shouldn't concentrate on? I haven't done that at all. I'm hoping to just walk in and have it. I'm hoping to just walk in and explore those achievements as I get there. Scott says, hey, I noticed that your YouTube channel is Classy Man I Am. What's the story behind that? Well, I made this as a secondary channel to my original Oxhorn channel years ago. I think I made this channel back in 2011, and its purpose initially was very different. It was where I was going to be storing the recordings of my live streams, and I was going to be experimenting with more of the social media content that was becoming all of the rage at the time. And this was... I don't recall exactly. I think Vine and Instagram were just coming out around then. Facebook had been available to the public outside of college students for only a couple of years. And so I wondered if YouTube would be a good place to experiment with quote-unquote viral social content. So I made this alternative channel, and I thought, well, what could I do? What could I do that hasn't been done, that has something related to viral social content? And I thought, well, maybe I could do short videos about class, talking about apparel and behavior when it comes to seeing what divides the classes. Now, lo and behold, fast forward 10 years, and there's a much better place that does that, and it's the trashy subreddit of Reddit, and also the awful taste but excellent execution subreddit on Reddit. Both are excellent subreddits for kind of getting at what I was trying to get at with the original intent of this series. So, or this channel. So I called it Classy Man I Am so that I could talk about behaviors and things that people do that betray their lack of confidence and their own societal weaknesses, which is a class indicator. This is all based on a book by Fussell. Class by Fussell, which was published in 1984, I believe, and it's outdated, but it's an excellent read if you ever want a guide to kind of lift up the facade that people unknowingly place between themselves and the world. It's painful because it's like tearing off a Band-Aid, because he'll mention things and you realize that you do them without thinking about it unconsciously. And so I was really intrigued by that book, and I wanted to fast forward into the 2010s and see how well the concepts from that book translated into everyday life today. So I named the channel Classy Man I Am, and I wanted to focus on little viral videos of, about class and talking about things like that. But then I lost interest in it, and I got preoccupied with other things. I found a wife, I got married, started having children, started a career, kind of went away from YouTube for a very long time, and lost interest in pursuing those kinds of things. Then when I became interested in Fallout 4 and I wanted to restart my YouTube career, I had this other channel. I couldn't change the name, sadly, so it was called Classy Man I Am. But I figured, well, I'll just upload my Fallout videos to this YouTube channel. So that's the story behind the name. Courtney K says, I wish you played console. I think you'd love the lore of Horizon Zero Dawn. I've heard great things about Horizon Zero Dawn, and it looks like an absolutely stunning game. And I mean, my prejudices about consoles aside, man, it looks great. So I really wish I could play it on the PC, but man, I just hate exclusives. I hate them. I hate console exclusives. I hate PC exclusives. I hate platform and Portal exclusives. That's not consumer friendly. It's not good for gamers as a whole, and I hate that about games like that. So really bummed that I can't play Horizon Zero Dawn, but it does sound like a game that I'd love to play. Vallingham says, check and read the lore on any data logs you find. I will indeed. Daniel says, Oxhorn, I love your work. Listen to you every night. Thank you very much. Tack Castania says, Ox, Opus 10 or Hemingway. I disliked Hemingway when I first started reading him. I've grown to really appreciate him. Like, I read Old Man in the Sea, and I finished it, and I was so just purposeless. I just thought, what was the purpose of this? Like, what was the moral? What was the point? And of course, the point was that it wasn't supposed to give a moral. It was using really interesting language to try and open the door into a life, into showing what that life was like, the hardships of that life, and the mind that produced that life. And so that's where the value of Hemingway is. So at first I didn't appreciate him, but now I do. And so any chance I have to read Hemingway, I enjoy it. I'm not as familiar with Opus X. Clipper asks with a tip. Thank you very much. Polaroid says, hey, Ox, hope you enjoyed Joom. Any cigar recommendations for someone looking to get into the hobby? Assuming you're an adult, then I would say a Romeo and Juliet. Romeo y Julieta is a fine cigar to start with. Just basically anything hand-rolled. And honestly, just grab a copy of Cigar Aficionado and pick any of the cigars that they rank over 90, and you'll find something that's good to start with. Scott says, wow, that's actually a pretty fascinating story. Thanks. Yeah, after my original Oxhorn thing, when I did all of the World of Warcraft stuff, I really enjoyed that time of my life. But I did that while I was in college. And after graduating from college, and after Wii Game failed, which really was a bummer to me, that was a huge disappointment, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I kind of steered away from YouTube, and yet I still wanted to make websites and blog and promote products and work on my career, which was in marketing. So I toyed with a lot of different things to see what I could make work. And that led me to some very interesting places over a span of 10 years that I had a good time, and I'm glad I did all of those things. But I'm also really glad to be back here on YouTube, because I know this kind of feels like home now after all of these years, coming back to YouTube. Matthew says, hey, Oxhorn, ever thought about checking out a game like Torment, Tides of Numenera? The lore of that is very good. Keep up the good work. I've never heard of it. See, this is one of the things that I wanted to do with my channel. It's funny how the story is starting to be, it almost, okay. So going back to that story, after I came back from my marketing career, I discovered that there were all of these games that had been published in the 2010s that I missed, that I really wanted to play. Like Fallout New Vegas, right? I completely missed Fallout New Vegas because I was so preoccupied with the other things that I was working on. And so there were all of these games that were published in the 2010s, the early 2010s, that I missed. And one of the things I wanted to do with this channel after Fallout 4, of course, was to get back into those. In fact, the entire reason that I began playing Fallout 4 is because I had such fond memories of playing Fallout 3 towards the end of my Wii game days back in 2008, 2009, and I wanted to recapture that and to find out what had happened in gaming since then. Fallout 4 was really my first reintroduction to gaming after my experiences with Fallout 3, and it blew my mind, Now that I've played many more games, Fallout 4 in retrospect is less impressive than it was when I first started playing it in terms of graphical quality, but I'm still in love with the story of the game and the gunplay of Fallout 4. Settlement system has its quirks, but it's still a whole lot of fun. But at the time, it just completely blew me away because, my gaming experiences had been outdated for, half a decade. Anyway, Torment, Tides of Numenera, I haven't heard of. I'll have to check it out. Another game to add to my list that I'm going to have to check out. Oh, looks like the Gary clones are in the chat. Oh, everybody. We've got Gary here. Keep your distance. Keplo, thank you for the tip. Thomas Carr, thank you for the tip. Robbie Shock says, I loved your Metro Exodus videos, and I was in every stream. If they come out with the DLC and it cost, would you stream it? Yeah, absolutely. I loved Metro Exodus. I've had more fun. I had more fun streaming Metro Exodus than anything I've really streamed in a long time, and I don't know why. It's hard for me to explain. For example, I love Fallout 76. I love the lore of Fallout 76, but I had more fun streaming Metro Exodus, and I don't know why. It just maybe because it was a little bit more linear, and the story went from arc to arc. And the thing about Fallout 76 is, like, half the stories are unfinished. Like Tanagra Town, right? I loved Tanagra Town. It's up there in the sky. It's got this cool location. We've got Darmak and Jalad at Tanagra. All of these cool connections. And then you've got that blasted door that's locked and you can't get in there. There's no key for that passcode. And you've got this burning question. Why? And then what do? In an upcoming patch, a patch a few weeks later, they just stealthily add the content there. And just, oh, there you go. Sorry we missed that, guys. Now you can finish the story. And when we finish the story, it's not even a finished story. It's like, oh, so they were doing experiments there. It had something to do with the Enclave. Great. So, I mean, I'm really enjoying piecing together all of the things within Fallout 76, but there are story pieces like that just drive me crazy. And then at the Garahan Mansion, I just published a video on the Garahan estate, and I was so frustrated during my live stream because I remember going into the mansion, finding that one terminal from Brighton, and thinking, okay, well, where's the rest? Like, there are clearly all of these bedrooms for all of the children of Vivian Garahan. One guy likes to collect slots. Then there's the girl with her hobbyist closet. And then there's the guy with the gun collection. I mean, but where is their stories, right? Then we find out when I sit down to do the lore video that Bethesda cut the terminals for some reason. All of that lore, which would have made the mansion so much more compelling to explore, and it was cut from the game. But why? That's another unfinished story. There's just things like that in Fallout 76 that frustrate me. So, I don't know. There wasn't any of that in Metro Exodus, which is why I really enjoyed and relished my time with Metro Exodus. So yeah, to make a long story short, to answer your question, if they come out with more content for Exodus, I would love to stream it. Garfunkel says, Hawks, are you subscribed to PewDiePie? I'm not subscribed to PewDiePie, but I have nothing against PewDiePie. I wish him all the best. He's just lots of subscribers and looks nice. I just don't know anything about him. I know more about his reputation than anything. Like, people come onto my chat and talk about PewDiePie a lot, and I don't understand it. I don't know why, but I'm sure he's fine. Subscribe to PewDiePie? Okay. Do you use Steam? Would you accept gift games? Says Scott. I do use Steam. I don't think I can reject gift games, so if you want to send me something, I can't say no. But I already have a schedule of games that I want to play, and I probably won't be playing gift games unless they fit that schedule. Lady AHG says, my Aunt Frida, who smoked all her life, passed on of COPD yesterday. Please be careful. She loved cigars. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, and it's extremely kind for you to give us that warning. Thank you, Lady AHG. But speaking of cigars, I'm barely having a chance to smoke this sucker because I'm talking too much. Look at that. I haven't even tapped the ash yet. Alex says, Ox, what have you done? You must help beat T-Series. That's another thing I don't get. Why do they talk... What is T-Series? Is it like a car show? They talk about cars on YouTube or something? I don't know. Jessica Sharp says, did you know that the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. Is that true? Well, I'll believe it. Mythic says, "Hey Ox, how's your week been?" It's been fantastic. Been really putting my nose to the grindstone to try and produce all of the content. Had to take well, I didn't take a day off, but instead of producing a video yesterday for today, I worked on my Fallout 3 Citadel video, which is hoping to come out. I'm hoping to get it out on Saturday. Charles says, Oxhorn, I'm still not a fan of Ernest H. after all of these years. What about Ayn Rand since you've played Bioshock? I haven't read Ayn Rand. I've heard a lot about Ayn Rand. Sounds interesting, but I don't know. I haven't been interested enough to really kind of delve into it yet. But Bioshock was really interesting. So if there's a correlation, maybe I'll have to. Three Minotaur says, "Hi Oxhorn, glad you started Return of the Obra Dinn. Great game. What's the percentage of fates you found yourself before needing a hint, help, walkthrough?" I did bad. If I'm perfectly honest with the Return of Obra Dinn, I think I only got like 12 fates of the 60. I remember going through every single memory and then winding up on the deck. And I looked and I only had 12 fates done. And I'm sitting there going, what did I miss? I thought I got so many clues. And then I started going through all of the different memories and finding things that I missed and thinking, oh, if only I had See, the thing is, I rushed through it when I played it the first time, but you can't. To do that game, you got to watch the memory, then go through the memory again and take notes of absolutely everything you see, because you're going to need those notes to solve other fates later on in the game. So, I mean, I didn't get a lot done when I went through the first time, but I'm really grateful to be able to go through it the second time with all of the answers so that I can make it a complete series. What's your take on the Assassin Creed games, says Master and the Assassin? I've never played them. I don't know anything about them. Like I said, there's a lot that I need to catch up on. Diamond Shot says T-Series is an Indian music company. It sounds like a car. This is our T-Series. This is our X-Series. But no, it's an Indian music company. And they have almost as many subscribers as PewDiePie. It sounds weird. Okay. Garfunkel says, okay, peace out, Ox. Stay the best. Will do, Garfunkel. So glad you were able to make it. Ace says, wait, you're not really going to make smoke rings, aren't you? How's that? Yeah? All right, a few more minutes, then we're going to get to the game. Thomas Carr says, good night, Oxhorn. I just came by to give you my free super chats. Thank you, Thomas. That's extremely kind. Have a good night. Ash Malachi with a joke says, they say that one friend out of every group has the potential to be a serial killer. So I threw Dave off a cliff just in case it was him. Sound logic. Matt Smog says 24-hour live stream if you get as big as PewDiePie. Yes. If I ever get 70 million subscribers, I will do a 24-hour live stream. How about that? You heard it here first, so there's always that. Verissimo says, are you getting an RTX graphic card? Maybe someday. I don't have one right now. But it's something I'm considering. That's kind of going back to what I said earlier, pardon me, about my build changing all the time. Though, that said, I already invested in these two graphic cards that I have right here, the 1080 Ti's. Do I really want to swap those out for an RTX? I guess it depends on the games I want to play and whether or not they're going to come out with support for it. We'll see. Derek says, hey, Oxhorn, I've been meaning to ask, is your studio connected to your house? And if so, how do you keep smoke from getting into the rest of the house? Great question. It is connected to my house, and I keep smoke from getting to the rest of the house by plugging underneath the door. There's that crack under the door, and I have a little long foam divider, I guess, that slips under the crack of the door so that smoke can't go out. I then plug up my air vent so that the AC doesn't circulate from my room here, my office here, to the rest of the house. And then I have a couple of windows open to provide a steady stream of air going through the office so that it pushes all the smoke out. That's how I take care of it. PewDiePie's at 90 million. Oh, is it 90 million? Why did I think it was 70 million? Man, I need to pay attention. Taz says 24-hour live stream in 4-hour chunks. Yeah, that's what I do. Thank you for the tip, Aaron Brewer. Josh says, if you did hit that goal, what would you stream? Oh, gosh. Maybe Battletoads. I never finished that game. Maybe I could do it today. Sandriel says, don't do it, Oxhorn, not now. RTX technology is not ready yet, perhaps in a few years. Really? Because I've seen, I remember when I was getting ready for Metro Exodus, I came this close to just swapping out my cards for an RTX one because I read that it would support RTX. But then I watched a breakdown after Metro Exodus came down. There's a video channel that does graphical breakdowns for different graphic cards, and the RTX one didn't look all that different. I saw the visual, the shadow changes between them. The scenes seemed a little bit more brighter because there was omnidirectional light instead of single directional light like that. So the difference between RTX and non-RTX is in the real world, light will bounce off of other objects. The lighter they are, the more light they reflect. So a white wall will bounce light off and shine on a nearby object. So most games don't take that kind of lighting into account. When lighting a scene, there will just be one light source, and then anything that is in the way of that light source will have light on it, and anything that isn't won't. But an RTX technology will allow game environments to factor in reflected light off of other objects. So the light that is bounced off of that wall would be seen a little bit off of that chair. It makes environments a little bit more realistic. But then when I saw them compared side by side for Metro Exodus, I really didn't notice that big of a difference. So I'm looking forward to RTX technology becoming standard. But yeah, I think you're right. I probably will wait on getting a new graphics card until it's more substantial. Mythic says, holy cow, we got through an entire Q&A session without a single dad joke. That's a new record. I know, you're telling me. Shadows Slays says, watching your lore vids helped me not quit work this week. There's been 12 years, so thank you for helping me calm down when I needed it. Shadow Slays, man, I'm grateful that I was able to help you calm down. But man, quitting after 12 years, the environment must be really, really rough. So, I mean, I don't know what that environment is, but I can say that if you're not respected and if it's not fulfilling you, then perhaps it is time to look for something else. But of course, you do have to pay the bills until you find that new magic job wherever it is. So you do have to stay until then. Rough stuff, but I'm glad I was able to help, if at all. Why are you teaching science right now, bro? Because don't you know, I'm really everybody's science teacher. That's what I am. I'm the science teacher you never knew you had. The way light reflects the albedo, the albedo of the planetoid, and yeah, I'll stop. Jeff Haynes says, Ox, thanks for letting me game through you. You are indeed welcome. Thank you for gaming through me. I do appreciate it. None of us beat Battletoads, but I do have 2 copies, says Grizz. I know. That game, they made it hard on purpose. Everyone had it. Every kid in the 90s that I knew had Battletoads for the SNES, and none of us could get back past level 3. It just drove me crazy. My brother and I sat there just hours on end, and sometimes we would make one step beyond where we were, and we would all get excited. It didn't take a lot to make us excited. We got past one of those little barriers, and we didn't knock down the thing, and wow, we were thrilled. And then we died. Battletoads. Roman says, VTM Bloodlines 2 will take place in Seattle, by the way. Really? A game set in Seattle? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Doom. Let's get my ashtray over here. Okay, let's change up the music. Actually, can I do it from this? I programmed it to work. Nope, I still have to turn that off manually. Which defeats the purpose, so I'll have to fix that later. Okay, put my decanter there, find an ashtray. Coaster. Oh, no, Scotch. And I unplugged my headphones. Okay. Where's my face? There it is. Okay, since this is episode 1, we will start at the very beginning. Are you ready? Warning, this is very bloody. Okay, I'm going to cam full. Look, as I've said, this is not a child-friendly channel. This is a mature gaming channel. There will be lots of blood in this game. Lots of it. We cut a guy in half with a chainsaw. That's the part where I ended my stream at a few weeks ago. And they didn't censor any of it out. So it's a very bloody game. Just making sure everybody knows before we dive on in. Okay. Start campaign. I'm too young to die. Select this difficulty if you prefer a more relaxed gaming experience. Well, I think we'll skip that. Hurt me plenty. Choose this difficulty if you want to play the game without any adjustments. Okay. And then ultra violence. Is that a Clockwork Orange reference? For players who want a challenge. Okay. I don't want a challenge. I want the normal difficulty setting. So that's what we'll do. Press space.
They are rage. Brutal, without mercy. But you will be worse. Rip and tear, until it is done.
Okay. Josh says, Oxhorn locked the office door because of the little ones. They're all in bed, but the problem is I've got a passcode on my door, and the kids, they got my passcode. I don't know how they figured it out. So the kids just, I have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, and they somehow figured out the passcode to my office door. So now they sneak in here and play with all of my props. That's why you see all of those Vault Boy bobbleheads scattered around, because my daughter comes in here and just plays with all of my props on my display there. Damn you West Coasters, how am I supposed to sleep, says Hunter Smith. I know, I feel bad, but what can I do? We're going to be doing this for what? An hour at least, hopefully more. Okay, oh, we've got the shadow of a dead man up there. What is this supposed to be? Was this my bed? Was I having a surgery? Why did I wake up there? Coda says that it looks really dark. Okay, I did the color calibration at the very beginning, but I'll change that for you, okay? Doggone it. We're at 0.6. Let's bring that up to 1. Okay, let me know if that's too bright.
Contain this.
Okay, what was her name? Olivia Pierce? She says we have to contain this? What does that even mean? Hello. Oh, we've got skulls and fires. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, man, he's all googly-eyed. Oh, that's hideous. Oh, my goodness. Okay. But we've got a uniform here. Let's get that on. Where, JC says, are they locked out or are you locked in? I can always get out. That's a lot better. Perfect. Looks fine. Looks good. Okay, good. Thank you for the feedback. Base casualties, facility damage unavailable, satellite offline, scanning, trace routes, node 1, 2, and online.
Cannot determine the cause of the demonic invasion until the Resop satellite is brought back online.
Kenneth Kale says, Oxhorn, you were in a tomb.
I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I'm the head of this facility. I think we can work together and resolve this problem in a way that benefits us both.
Ho, ho, ho. You know he's a bad guy when he says the word resolve. Like that. Okay. What was that? Why are those machines moving? Why is there a symbol, a satanic symbol on the ground? Oh, okay. Well, my character didn't seem to like his voice. He got angry. What was that? Oh, another googly-eyed guy. Ew. Yuck. Oh, press F. Glory kills. Dealing damage to demons will cause them to stagger, which is indicated by a blue highlight. Move into close range, and when the highlight turns orange, press F to perform a glory kill. Attack demons from any angle, including from above, to perform different glory kills. Glory killing demons will always drop health. Revis Reborn says that Doom outfit is cool. The Creation Club 1 and Fallout 4 is not. Also, keep up the good work. I mean, I'm not denying it. Oh, glory kill. Oh. Are these one-shot kill guys? Okay, well, it is the very beginning of the game, so I suppose I can understand. Oh, that's nasty. What's that? Press E. Oh, is that what I think it is? Is that a shotgun? A combat shotgun. Press tab to view. Oh, look at this. The UAC shotgun disperses a spread of high-velocity buckshot for maximum impact against the enemy. Ideally suited for the operative who requires a speedy response for deadly close encounters, the wide coverage of this weapon loses impact at long range. The weapon is forged from high-quality titanium steel alloy to ensure maximum reliability, repeat rate, and yield strength. I'm excited. I got myself a shotgun.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Monsters Imp. So I guess I get a new data entry each time I find a new monster. Imp 1, these ferocious and agile demons are found all over Hell and are often used on the front line in a concerted attack in either dimension. They revel in battle, feeding off of their victims when the hunger takes them. The perfect villain. I wish I had a light, though. Discover the cause. Destroy the gore nest. Oh. Oh, I gotta push. Ah! Oh, I'm gonna die! Wow! I just left and I died already. What did I tell you? That's what I told you.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Whoa, what is that? Okay, let's try this again.
Presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Where are you?
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Okay, this takes a great deal of concentration, much more than... Golly!
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
You walked right into the red barrels, Ox. Yes, yes, yes. These red barrels. That's what I get. I understand. Okay, so we got the lockdown taken care of over there. Looks like the green things are shields. The blue thing is health. And then ammo looks like ammo. So that's self-explanatory. Okay.
He cannot be allowed to leave this place. He would ruin everything.
Is it just me or did that look like Tilda Swinton? Did they hire her to do this game?
I'm willing to take full responsibility for the horrible events of the last 24 hours, but you must understand. Our interest in their world was purely for the betterment of mankind. Everything has clearly gotten out of hand now, yes. But it was worth the risk, I assure you.
This is a great opening. I love everything about it. I love how reloading the shotgun there coincides with the music. Dossier, auto maps. The mission tab will show you the auto map available mission challenges. Hey, Ox, can you put the gun in the middle of the screen in settings for a more classy look? Okay, I don't know if I want that though. I'll try it out. Okay, so here's the auto map. Oh, so I'm on the surface now. I was below. Can I move back there? Oh, cool. You can switch between 3D and 2D. Okay, so that's where I was. That's where I was born, or where I arose from the dead, I guess. And then this is the top surface. Okay. Weapon upgrade points. The Arsenal tab shows your available weapons and mods. On this screen, you can spend weapon upgrade points to improve your mods and track your progress towards available weapon masteries. All right, looks like I don't have any yet, so we'll worry about that later. Praetor, how do you pronounce that? Praetor suit token. The token tab allows you to upgrade a variety of the Praetor suit's capabilities. Here you can spend tokens on available upgrades and view requirements to unlock remaining categories. And then finally, we've got the Codex. Oh, this is a database of everything I've discovered so far. Well, instead of reading through this right now, what we'll do is we'll read through them as we come upon them. The Gore Nest, we just got that. Studies of demons upon entering this dimension have shown that their conduct is not purely vindictive. There is a method behind their actions. When a demon captures their prey, the fresh kill is taken to a temporary ceremonial site where arcane rituals are performed on the pile of blood and gore. When enough corpses have been gathered, the ceremonial site becomes a gore nest. These sites, imbued with hell energy from the rituals, act as umbilical cords to hell. Extreme caution must be taken when approaching a gore nest. Attacking the nest, or indeed any demons within close proximity to the nest, will act as an alarm and siphon more demons from hell. The Possessed. We didn't read this one. The Possessed are created in a Lazarus Wave event, a phenomenon first discovered by Dr. Olivia Pierce during her Lazarus project. While most victims exposed to Argent biowaves will expire without further effect, some subjects will absorb traces of Argent energy and enter a state of posthumous vigor. Despite necrosis of the internal organs, with the exception of the brain, the victim continues to animate and exhibit a low order of sentience for weeks or even months after clinical death. Posthumous brain activity in the possessed is limited to instinctive behavior. The possessed are known to be territorial when confronted by the living. When isolated, they will often enter a dormant state for extended periods of time. They will stand unmoving for days or weeks at a time until presented with a live food source or threatened by a predator. Holy cow, this lore. An interesting behavior has been seen when the possessed are held in small groups. They will drag human corpses to a central location within their holding pens and then perform a silent ritual around the pile of bodies. The resulting ceremonial site appears to be the initial stages of a gore nest. These actions must be driven by a telepathic communication with higher-ranking demons, as there is no local brain activity that could manage such choices. The possessed will perform these tasks even when limbs are removed or Pavlovian pain responders are implanted in their cortex, further cementing the theory that they are unwilling slaves performing an integral part of the life cycle of demons. The possessed create the birthing ground for new demons, and upon expiration are themselves used as fertilizer for the gore nest. Wow, this is disgusting. Charles says Oxhorn, it's pronounced Preter. Preter? Preter. All right, let's look up the lore on the shotgun we just got. Oh, no, we already did that. Artifacts, the Preter suit. Additional relics were found in the tomb alongside the Doom Marine, some incantation tablets, and an ancient combat suit, which was given a name, the Preter suit. When found, it was encased in an inscribed stone tomb. The suit was extracted from the rock, cleaned, and subjected to numerous tolerance tests, and found to be almost impervious to any damage. It appeared to have some mechanical function as well. Small receptors in the gloves and chest plate had attracted argent plasma and dissipated it through capillary tubes in the substructure. Markings on the armor were also consistent with images of a man or humanoid seen in several of the tablets and stones found on other expeditions. The same markings were also noted on the Helix Stone. So wait, is this in the far future and my character has been resurrected from the dead? Is this the original Doom character? Despite it being clear that the suit can be activated in some way, no method has been found to do it. It appears to be missing a component, likely the Doom Marine himself. And then we have tutorials, which I think I've already done. Oh, he tore his arm. Oh, I love it. Okay. All right, you doggone demons. How many of you are left? They just keep coming and coming. Checkpoint reached. Okay. Woo-wee. So that's the pace of this game. Fun, fun. Looks like I foresee long stretches of non-communication from yours truly as I try to focus on what's going on in the game. All right, I'm fully armored. I'm fully ammoed, if that's even a word. Can you be fully ammoed? I'm totally fully ammoed. Now, to move on, we've got a tunnel and a tunnel. Let's take the down tunnel first. Oh, wait, that just brings back here. Okay. I explored all of that. So to continue, I got to go towards that door. Great. Find the blue access key. Ox, you missed a tablet. What tablet? What's a tablet? Oh! How do I get up there? Ah! Secret found! Okay, everybody is telling me... Oh, hold on a minute. There are 2 UAC Marine Guy collectibles in every map. Each one you find will unlock a model that can be viewed by visiting the collectibles menu. See if you can find them all. The collectibles menu can be viewed after selecting your campaign slave slot. Garfunkel says, "Hey Ox, can I row a boat canoe? Sorry, I'll leave now." Oh, he says, "Hey Ox, can I row? I can row a boat canoe." Oh gosh. Oh Garfunkel, why? Oh gosh. Well, ignoring that and moving on. Everyone is saying that I'm missing a tablet, but they're not telling me where that tablet is. Oh, back by the elevator, says Che. Okay. Back by the elevator. Let's go find the tablet. I don't want to miss that lore. I got to get out of the habit of pressing shift. Shift slows me down. Oh, wait a minute, I can't get back up there, can I? I had a long drop. I can't get back there. Oh well, let's go. Octostellar with a tip. Thank you very much, Octostellar. Jessica Sharp says, "You play the game better than me, not fair." Jessica, just wait until later. I'm at the very beginning. Who knows how this is going to turn out. Ooh. Frag grenade. Press left control or mouse wheel to use an equipment item when you have it available. Equipment items are on a recharge timer that must be complete before they can be used again. So it's not inventory based. I don't run out. They're just on a timer. The equipment system can be improved by upgrading the Praetor suit. Cycle through available equipment by pressing F2 or F1. Thank you for the tip, King Cobra. It is on the timer. Oh, lag. What is with that low frame rate? Oh wow, it's a long timer. I still can't do another one. They are effective. Low ammo. Shoot, that's right. I'm using my really cool shotgun. Ah, I'm going to run out of ammo. Okay. And I left all that ammo behind me. Go back for it. Octostellar and King Cobra. Thank you. You're all very generous and kind today. What is that? Oh, it's a big armor box, but I'm at max. What's this? Auto map station. Sweet, now I've got my map. Auto scanning technology unlocked. Okay, so that's where I came from, and I could have chosen to go down here, but instead I chose to go over here. So I'll have to retrace my steps, it looks like, to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Can I unlock that door? Doesn't look like it. Environmental resistance. These up. Oh, I got one of the Praetor suit upgrade points. I see, and now I can choose which one I want to upgrade. Environmental resistance. These upgrades improve resistance to environmental and explosive damage. Area scanning technology. These upgrades improve the capabilities of the navigation systems. Equipment systems. That costs 2. Well, let's get environmental resistance. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to have to drop down here. Let's turn left to see what I missed, and then we'll go right. I discovered a new enemy. Elite Guard. Oh no, I didn't read this one. Possessed Soldier. While Lazarus Wave exposure does effectively wipe any vestige of human behavior from most of its victims, some subjects continue to display tactical cognizance posthumously. As with possessed engineers, this does not appear to be random. If an individual has training in combat as part of the UAC military, the Lazarus Wave event will transform them into more than mere slaves. This anomaly further supports the theory that there is some form of genetic coding embedded within the Lazarus Wave particles, which governs the outcome of Lazarus Wave exposure on a per-case basis. Okay, what was the other guy that I just unlocked? Elite Guards, there he is. The Elite Guards is a company of security personnel charged with protecting the Lazarus Project, research and maintaining order throughout the Argent facility. Their distinct red uniforms help distill a calming influence among UAC employees, and they are known to be level-headed, disciplined, and fair but firm. Their suits contain cybernetic augmentations, which gives the Elite Guards an advantage should they need to quell any disturbances. The augmentation allows them to be faster, stronger, and more resilient to injury. Okay, so that's the lore that explains the chip that we just uncovered. And there we go, full circle. Hold on. Really important gameplay prep that we got to fix here. Got to light that cigar. What is that? Combat support drone, weapon modifications. User loadout scan displaying available modifications. Field drones will supply you with weapon mods that can be activated using the weapons mod button. Choose which mod you want and it will be attached to your weapon. Okay. Charge, burst, or explosive shot. Hold the weapon mod button to charge up a 3-round burst. Or hold the button to charge up an arcing explosive round. Let's do explosive round. Nope. Let's test it out. Okay, I guess I don't understand. Okay, so... I came through here, and I dropped down there. Oh, there's... This map is really confusing me. Let's go down. I think I missed something. Goodness gracious. And that's where I came from. Okay. I need more shotgun ammo. Hello. Before I jump over there, let's see what's over here. This is where I came from. That's where I dropped down from. So I could go back the way I came and do this loop again, or let's leap over here. Something nasty happened to all these poor people. Can I leap over this fence? And this is where I was. I wish they dropped armor. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. We got caves back here. That's where I came. And we'll pick up that armor. And I only have 8 shells left. And I'm hurt. I'm hurting. Okay, so there's that platform from which we could have jumped down had we gone that way. Another cave? Or is it the cave I just came from? Gotta get that armor. Alley-oop. Up. Now, alley-oop. Holy cannoli. Hello. Hey. You've earned a weapon upgrade point. This can be used to upgrade to weapon mods. Sweet. And I got another upgrade point? Whoa, hold on. Explosive shot. So that one's locked. Oh, I can upgrade this one as well. Well, let's stick with my shotgun. I have to find a field drone to unlock that one, but with this, I can continue to unlock. Increases the size of the explosion, removes the loading time for an explosive shot. Let's do instant load. Hello. I'll take it. Before proceeding, I want to go back to see if there was anything I missed. I have a feeling there may have been. Ah, all of that wonder. Map. Okay, I never dropped down there. Looks like there are some platforms down there and a corner over there that I never went. Oh, and a couple of things down here where I never went. Down there. Okay, let's turn around, drop down here, then go down there. That door, if you go back, was the secret room level. Okay, I'll go back. Just looking at my map and make sure I'm exploring every grayed out portion. I think that's almost everything. Okay, so right in front of me and down here is where I didn't go. Not much there. Well, not much that I need. And then a platform down there. How would I get there? Yeah, it does look like there's a room beyond there. You see that? Is that a door? Yeah, that's a door to a room. How do I find the access panel? Is it perhaps on top? Yeah, now I've moved on. Pull the lever, Ox. What? Wrong lever, Ox. Well, I don't know. I don't think I've seen a lever. But I'll keep it in mind. Keep an eye out. Not seeing any levers. Under the platform I just jumped on. You just hopped up. It's down the fence. Go into the hole in the fence to find the lever. Well, I might have to give up on this, fellas. I'm not seeing a hole in the fence. The red fence right by the door. They say the red fence right by the door. There's the door. What red fence are you talking about? Oh! Nope, that's not it. I can't access that if it's it. Oh, look at that! Look at that. What? Oh, my childhood. Yeah. Ha! What a thing! Weapon upgrade found! Sweet. How do I use them again? Environmental upgrades. There we go. Speedy recovery, that costs 3. Or a bigger boom, that costs 3. And I've got to get them all to get the upgrade strike. Or the cluster strike. Strike. So it looks like I need to save them, or I could start spending them on this thing. Charged energy shot decreases the time it takes to power up a charged energy shot. Wonder Waffle says there are buttons too. Is that true? Okay, I'll keep an eye open for buttons. Quick recovery decreases the time for the pistol after using a charged energy shot. Move at full speed when using the charged energy shot. I'm gonna save them for my shotgun. Even though now I know I need ammunition. Sweet, well we found the secret. Hopefully we're not missing anything. Let's take a look at our map. I'm assuming that's where I came from. Yeah. That's everything I explored, and that's where I came from. Let's go all the way back there. That's the end. There are buttons too in the room. Hit the red switches in the room. Oh man, they keep sending me back. Okay. Hit the red switches. Hello. What was that supposed to do? Oh! Yes! That's great. Audio log. Is there an audio log? Decoded entry, explosive shot. This shotgun ammunition incorporates a glycer fuse that detonates an octanitrocubin gel upon impact. Embedded shot is dispersed in the point of impact, creating a wide area effect. Highly effective against multiple targets when detonated to the rear of enemies. Okay. But I'm not seeing any audio logs. Thank you, Adam. Is there anything on the other side of that? Nope, I need to go up. Audio logs are marked on the map. If that's an audio log, then I missed it. I can't go back there. So I'll have to play again to get it, I suppose. Okay.
Welcome to the UAC. Now 221 accident-free days. God rested on the seventh day, but imagine how much further along we would be if he hadn't. The UAC is committed to excellence. That's why we implemented the 7-day work week. Now you can achieve greatness alongside your coworkers every day. Let's never stop achieving.
Wow. So dystopian, which I suppose we should have guessed from the demons.
Now 221 accident-free days.
Is this good? Exploration, 2 gold, circles, 3 secrets, elite guards, and field drones. Is that good? Well, I did my best. Moving on. Broken free from your prison, pitted against evil, the cycle begins anew. To discover the cause of the demonic invasion, first locate and align the communication satellites in the resource operations facility. Know your enemy.
Hello, I am Vega, the sentient intelligence assigned to Mars. After running diagnostics on the Praetor suit, it appears that I can activate optional challenges that, when completed, will assist in upgrading your arsenal at an accelerated pace. I have added a tracking component to your dossier.
Mission challenges are activated when a mission begins, and completing them will reward you with weapon upgrade points. You can view the requirements and track progress in the mission tab of the dossier. Challenges. Twofer. Kill 2 of the possessed with 1 trigger pull from the shotgun. Oh dear. Variety is the spice of death. 1. Perform 5 different glory kills on the possessed. Quite the explorer. Find 3 secrets. Exploration. Okay, so these are all of the secrets on this level? Holy cow. That's a lot. Oh, this isn't an audio log. That's an auto map. That's a data log. Okay, so I don't know where that would have been if I missed it. But I'll keep my options, or keep it open. Tutorials, mission challenges. Mission challenges are activated. Okay, dossier tab. I guess that must be what I'm looking at.
Main power offline. All entrances not operational.
They're very loud for being such easy enemies.
Main power offline. All entrances not operational. Main power offline. All entrances not operational. Main power offline. All entrances not operational.
Yes, finally. Shotgun shells. Why don't you maximize the graphics? I did. Think I did. Yeah, ultra, ultra, high, ultra. I have maximized the graphics.
Main power online.
I believe in honesty, especially now.
It is Tilda
And what
Swinton.
will be your final moments in this world? All the rumors, the human sacrifices, the hell portal, the demons. It's all true.
You don't say.
My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first. You will have a seat alongside them, just as I will, in what will become the new world that they create for us. Starting now.
I wonder if she's the good guy. Okay, so we restored power. That may make things tricky for us. And we got the auto map.
I
Yes.
believe in honesty, especially now. And
Oh,
what will be
wow.
your final moments in this world?
There's a room above us.
All the rumors.
Oh, look at this
the human
map.
sacrifices.
Oh, I'm so intimidated right now. How am I going to navigate this? Oh,
It's
this is
all
hellish.
True.
Oh, great.
My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first.
Resource Operations. The Resource Operations Center, referred to as Res Ops, was one of the first facilities constructed at the Mars base after the discovery of the Argent Fracture. It encompasses several key areas needed to run the facility, including plasma extraction and processing, isotope stabilization, heavy metal and ore mining, artifact analysis, communications networking, and off-world transportation. New UAC employees posted to the Mars facility are expected to fulfill a tour of duty in Res Ops before moving on to their specialized career branches. brackets. Security clearance level 1 allows access to all areas of ResOps, excluding the Vega networking hubs and some satellite control centers. For access to these locations, new advocates must submit a Delta Q Delta form to the Department Enforcer. It's not Tilda, it's based on her. Okay.
I believe in honesty,
Thank you, Jamie.
especially now. And what will be your final moments in this world? My sisters and brothers, just as I will in what will become the world they created for us, starting.
Okay, that's the elevator I came from. I can always go back up. There was a door up there, but I couldn't access it.
And what will be your final My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first. You will have a place alongside them, just as I will. What will become the new world that they create for us. Starting.
Yeah! Where'd you come from, you little curmudgeon? Where'd you come from? What? It's like a teleporter.
Especially now. And what will be your final moments in this world? All the rumors, the human sacrifices, the help,
Another locked door.
the demons.
Another locked door.
It's
Man, you guys are gonna have me looking for levers all over the place now.
My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first. You will have a seat alongside them, just as I will, in what will become the new world that they created for us.
Climb up to the
Starting
fan
now.
for another secret. Oh, how am I gonna get up there? Can I save? No. There's all this scaffolding, but it's tricky. How do I get up there?
I believe in honesty, especially now. And what will be your final moments?
Oh, hey,
in
what's
this
that?
world? All the rumors, the human sacrifices, the hell portal, the demons. It's all true. My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first. You will have a seat alongside them, just as I will, in what will become the new world that they create.
Nope, it's not a
for
level.
us. Starting now.
Okay, well, I don't know how I'm gonna... Ooh, here we go. Nope, and I can't go that way. Shoot. Can't get up there either. Ooh, and I just stubbed my toe. Ow, 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 ow. All right, let's just keep going. Ooh. Oh, that hurt.
I believe in honesty, especially now. And what will be your final moments in this world? All the rumors, the human sacrifices, the hell portal, the demons. It's all true. My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will and what will become the new world that they create for us. Start.
What was that guy? That was a weird looking guy.
Now.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Whoa! Did you see that? It ricocheted off. Oh my gosh, that was a bad mistake. Holy cow. New to advocates, decoded entry. And in that vision they saw the future, bold and powerful, and the many worked as one to bring the new order. What better words to inspire you as you set about initiating yourself to the UAC. Those who came before you and those who serve with all operate with the same goal in mind, the development of a new dawn of mankind. It is by this principle of teamwork that we will elevate ourselves to the next phase of existence. If you have any new suggestions to improve the work environment while working your tenure in ResOps, please submit suggestion form WADE1M4 to your command controller. However, it is imperative that you learn to accept the things you can change and to follow the path that has been laid out for you. Your service in ResOps is a test of your devotion to the cause. Should you be asked to submit yourself to an interrogation program or experimental treatment, you are expected to comply without question. If a fellow advocate asks you to engage in a dedication ceremony, say yes. If you see an advocate doubting their role at the UAC, bring it to the attention of an enforcer so they might receive the help they need. Don't be selfish. Tier 2 is for everyone. Wow.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
Okie dokie. How the heck am I gonna get up there? Oh, there's so much resource. Oh, there are many doors here. Wait, is that the door I just saw? Oh, there's a door over there and a door there. Look at all of that above me. Well, how do I get up there? For being a guy who can resurrect from the dead and fly all over the place, he can't jump very high. And we're back here. Wow, maybe I'm not allowed back there for a while.
Here at the UAC, we take pride in nurturing a growing workforce. And each year we harvest only the best of the best. Are you ready to move up? To take on new challenges?
Chainsaw!
To become more than you ever dreamed you could be? Talk to the supervisor to see if you meet the requirements for this year's Soul Harvest.
The chainsaw is a specialized melee weapon that is accessed by pressing G. Using the chainsaw requires fuel. The bigger the demon, the more you need. Cutting apart a demon with the chainsaw will always drop a surplus of ammunition. Yes. Oh, sweet. So when I'm ever low on ammo, I can use the chainsaw. But I need fuel.
The UAC. The world is counting on us. How committed are you?
Okay, so wait a minute. What was that other door that I passed by? Are there 2 doors out of here? So this is where I get the chainsaw. But there's another door over here. Well, there's only one way. I gotta go back that way and find out. Oh, it's where I came from. Oh my gosh. Of course it's where I came from. Doggone it.
Here at the UAC, we take pride in nurturing and growing workforce. Each year, we harness only the best of the best. Are you ready? To become more than you ever dreamed you could be, talk to the supervisor to see if you need the best.
Find yellow access key. That's why I'm going to get in that room. Oxhorn looks like a Red Dead Redemption 2 NPC. Great style. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Not what I was going for, but I'll take it. Offline connection error. Looks like I need a key card for that.
The UAC. The world is counting on us.
How do I get up there? I can't get up there now. I'm gonna have to find a way back into there later. Okay, can't access yet. Can access, but what we got here? Health, sweet. Ooh, some sort of laser grid. What is that? Whoa! Yes. Nope. I was trying to crouch through there. How do I get through there? How do you crouch? See. You know what? I'm gonna change that, because I know I'm gonna do that again if I don't change it. What was that? What was that? What killed me?
Here at the UAC, we take pride in nurturing a growing workforce, and each year we harness the best of the best. Are you ready to move on? To take on new challenges? Become more than you ever dreamed. Talk to the supervisor.
Oh, that was horrible. I'm sorry. Oh. I got my ammo back. That was awful. Alright, I'm looking for a yellow key card.
Yellow security clearance required.
Oh, that's what killed me. Oh, that's what killed me. It was a package that went by. Okay. Oh, I feel sick. That was nasty. Entry locked. Okay, so that's on the other side of that locked door that we saw earlier. I got some chainsaw fuel. Left.
Access denied.
Ooh,
Yellow security clearance required.
Still gotta find that yellow security key card. Hello. Doggone it.
Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect. Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
Okay, before I unleash hell, let's look around. There we go. There we go. No.
Lockdown disengaged.
Holy Toledo. I guess that's where I'm supposed to go. So that's how I call the elevator. Knight says, Ox just saying you look cool on a 50s poster. Thank you, my friend. Can I get up there? I can indeed. Oh, man. I guess that's it. Oh, freeze. What? What was that? I think I just crashed. Yeah, I just crashed. Don't know. I can't explain it. Nothing popped up on my machine. You saw it go directly to Steam. That was really weird. Well, let's try this again. Tech Game says, time to use that chainsaw. Yeah, I'm getting low on ammo. Let's see where it puts me. Captain says, wait till you get Talisman Challenge, Oxhorn. Yeah. Can only imagine. All right, I'm at the calling the elevator. Don't crash, please. Oh, hey, yeah. Okay, let's purchase. Charged burst. An Argent charged compression reloader allows the operator to automatically fire up to 3 rounds in rapid succession. With the enemy at close range, this action is devastating, taking down all but the most resilient of adversaries. The compression reloader requires several seconds to recompress after use. If you have 2 mods available for a weapon, you can quickly switch between them by pressing R. All right. So it seems like one uses ammunition and the other doesn't. But I'll try it out. Here we go. Okay. Oh, cool. That puts me back down. Let's see if there's any life up here before I hop down. All my experimenting got me hit.
Access granted.
Welcome to the UAC's Mars installation, located in the vast Hellas Plain impact district. This high-tech mining and research facility is pushing the boundaries of the
What is this?
imagination each and every day.
Heavy assault
As a
rifle.
valued employee, your loyalty is more than just a commitment to the UAC. It's a commitment to the future.
Heavy
of
assault
mankind.
rifle. Although recently
Thank you
superseded
for
by
your
the plasma
service.
rifle as the UAC's standard issue weapon, the heavy assault rifle is still in widespread use due to its dependable mechanical firing mechanism, high accuracy at long range, and an abundant supply of ammunition. The weapon is efficient at all engagement distances and is best used against a solitary target unless a missile modification is present. The standard issue ammunition is a 50 caliber full metal jacket round. Now that's cool. The UAC Health Station follows the same standard design specifications as its predecessor, the Health Pack, but with improved nanobot dispersal and faster cellular analysis. When the patient's arm is inserted into the ministration sleeve, the health station initiates a microscopic atomic force scan on the subject and administers a nanobot package that targets cellular deficiencies. Chem clusters are then dosed to the patient, which stimulates rapid recovery. Some users experience lightheadedness when using the health stations. This can be cured by reinserting the patient's arm into the machine and running it a second time. This step can be repeated as often as necessary. Well, that's always good to know. All right, I'm
All
looking
UAC employees are subject to regular med checks to ensure
Looking forward to trying out this
facilities
weapon.
are not degraded.
airlock sealed.
Welcome to the UAC's Mars installation, located in the vast Hellas Plain.
So all of that was for a weapon?
As a valued employee, is more than just a commitment to the UAC. It's a commitment to the future of mankind. Thank you for your service.
Where's my objective? Ah! What just happened? I've gone berserk. Lovely. Okay. So, I'm outside on the surface again. Where have I come to? There is a door down here. Looking for a lever. Get up there, I can't. So yeah, Berserker mode, I don't know what that does, but, or I know what it does, but I don't know what it means or how it happened. Okay, there's something up there. Oh, that's where I came from. Ooh. Mars. Okay, we got a lot of levels over there. And a platform down there. And then the ground floor. Okay, that's where I came from. Can't get up there. Well, I mean, I could go get that armor. That's where I'm supposed to go. How would I get that armor? Shall I kill myself trying to get up there to get that armor? Or is it something that's going to open up later? Oh, wait, I think I see it. Oh, wait, no, there's a door over there. Well, I don't know how to get up there, so I'm just going to continue forward. Maybe I'll have to go back. Or maybe as I continue forward. And then there's that door down there. That's what's frustrating me. How do I... Is there a lever that starts this conveyor belt? If the conveyor belt starts, will it allow me in? Oh, maybe this goes up.
I'm blocking your access to the facility scanner. Come to the Vega terminal, and I'll give you what you need.
Oh, Samuel. Is that what you're doing to me, huh? Well, that makes everything makes much more sense. That's how I get up there. I had to call the elevator, go up here, and then move that crane, or whatever it is. Ooh, there's a door there, too. Looking for a lever for that door before I go down. And I'm not seeing one, so let's go down. What? Oh. Perfect. Can I even get up there? Well, there goes all of the armor that I just got. Okay. Stand clear, cargo door. No actuator. So let's head back inside. Okay, that door's locked. Got a key. Possessed security. New monster, the guy with the shields. A possessed security will keep an optimal distance from its target. If the target gets too close, the possessed security will attack with ferocious shield bashes, then retreat to a preferred engagement range. Possessed security have only been observed using the blah 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 shotgun and shield outfit, which suggests that their rank are exclusively created for members of a special forces military unit called the USA Neo-Phalanx. The Neo-Phalanx is used exclusively as military defense for remote UAC colonies. I guess that's in case I didn't get it already. So I can't strip that for more ammunition. Okay. System offline. How do I turn it back online? It says warning, core heat at maximum. There it is. Now I did hear another door open. Hello. Munitions. Sweet. I love the creativity of all of the different ways to kill a thing. Okay, so there's a door down there and a door down there. Which is the door I should go down first? I think the other one is the one I was supposed to go down first. Holy cannoli. Hey. All right. Praetor token gained. Environmental resistance. Area scanning technology. Power-up effectiveness. These upgrades improve the effects of power-ups. Well, let's try navigation scanning. The automap reveals exploration items in a wider radius around your position. All right, might as well. Hey. Bronze guy, huh? I love the little heavy metal riff that it did there. Okay, so we've got a blocked door that way. Certain doom down below, I'm assuming. Ooh, okay, that's where I'm supposed to go. It's locked, okay. Well, let's do it. Ooh, go to the Vega terminal.
It's a gift. Take it. It will give you strength, help you on your journey, if you can withstand the power surge.
Do I want to take a gift from this guy? I guess I can't refuse. All right. Health, armor, or ammo. Ammo.
That is pure Argent energy you've just taken into your system. It seems to agree with you. I will unlock the remaining Argent cells within the facility for you. Vega, give him what he wants.
61,337 UAC members deceased. 81% of the facility is on lockdown. Demonic presence through the Mars installation is critical. According to the records, Dr. Hayden, the invasion originated in the Lazarus facility. It seems that a hell wave was activated, transforming 64% of all UAC employees into the creatures you see roaming throughout the facility. The rest were killed by the demons released from their holding cells by Olivia Pierce.
I feel I should apologize for what's happened here.
You think?
Some of my employees took things too far. Olivia was the cause of all this, and I believe you will have to deal with her in time. You may not agree with our research, but know this. We exploited Hell and its resources because it was in mankind's best interest to do so. What you now see in this facility is the cost of progress. But none of that matters now.
There is an emergency in the foundry. The regulators have been destroyed and the core temperatures are now destabilizing.
They've overrun the adjacent facility. If the venting turbines aren't re-engaged, neither of us will survive the meltdown.
Okay, that's my new task. So this company tried to invade hell to mine it for resources, to do their experiments, and it backfired. Who could have predicted that? Hell is such a hospitable place. Oh! I found one of 3 secrets. I completed a variety of Is the Spice of Death. I didn't complete the twofer challenge. Man. Alright, well. Oh my goodness. I've got a lore video to do. So, I'm going to end the broadcast here. We've been streaming for a good 3 hours or so. And I'm really enjoying Doom. I'm glad we made this choice. I've gotten farther than I did in my experimental runs, so this is all new territory from here on out for me. Thank you for joining me and giving me all of your advice along the way. You guys are going to make this a much more fun broadcast than it would be on my own, so I'm really glad to have you all here. Plan for the rest of the week. The replay of this broadcast will be live later tonight. I am going to do a Prey broadcast tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. If I get to bed on time tonight, which I should if I finish my video. So monitor me on Twitter. If for some reason I don't show up in the morning, just check me out on Twitter and I'll let you know if I choose to reschedule it. But I should be able to do it at 10 o'clock in the morning. But aside from that, I've got a new Fallout 3 video planned for you over the weekend. I might have another video on Sunday if I get things done, but definitely expect the Fallout 3 video. It's going to be on the Citadel. It's going to be a really long episode. I've got all of the audio recorded and edited, so now it's just to do the video portion, which it's going to take some time, but I'll knock through it. We're going to get it done. Look, thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate every single one of you who came out today. We had a great viewership for today. This is one of the best Scotch and Smoke Rings broadcasts in a long time, so I'm extremely grateful that you all came. Thank you all so much. Remember, be kind to everybody, and be sure to tune in next week, same Ox time, same Ox channel, for episode 256. Until then, enjoy the rest of your evening, get some good sleep, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for a brand new broadcast of Prey. Have a good night. Oh, I can't do the lens cap thing. I always end with the lens cap. Because it fell down. Hold on. Where are you, you doggone lens cap? Are you under my desk somewhere? Oh no, that's a cigar wrapper. Oh, that's some fluff. Look at all that cigar ash. What? How did that get there? Oh, where's my lens cap? Oh, I lost it. It's not under my desk. Oh no, I can't. My lens is gonna get all nasty with all that cigar ash if I don't find it. This is horrible. Where'd it go? Oh, it probably rolled somewhere. Got it. I hate it when things break down. Oh well, goodbye.